Well, hello there, everybody. As you can see, I'm sitting in the wheelchair that I have been meaning to show you, and I promise I'll give you a tour of my chair. You've seen the other demo chair I've been in. My chair is just special to me, and it's got all these cool things I've added. I promise I'll give you a tour, but I've got huge updates for you, and so I'm going to give you this huge update because, oh my gosh, so much has gone on. So let me tell you. First off, I got approved for my hysterectomy. Then I had to wait about 2.5 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, to get scheduled. Finally got scheduled. Now I have to wait 2 months and 7 days for that hysterectomy. My hysterectomy is going to be May 4th, the week of my birthday, which happens to be May 9th. So I'm finally getting that hysterectomy, but during that time I'll have to slowly, hopefully, not drop my ferritin. It makes it sound like I'm gonna drop it on the floor. I'm not going to drop it on the floor. We're just gonna hope that my ferritin doesn't drop really low during that long period of time. It's already been a long period of time, but yeah, anyway, my hysterectomy is May 4th. It's happening. I have never been so impatient for surgery. Yeah. So then the past couple weeks have been horrific, and that's why I haven't really posted anything. They've been absolutely horrific. I've been having stiff attacks, and I have a video that I might post, but the stiff attacks have gotten so bad that we had to finally call in Johns Hopkins, that call in that referral. Guess what, folks? That referral was there the whole time. I was sort of scared to call because last time when they said there was a referral there wasn't. But the referral was actually there. They just never called me to let me know that it got there and that I needed to finish and put some paperwork in. Thanks, Johns Hopkins. Yeah, so I called and they said, yeah, we did get your referral. You just need to send us your GAD levels, send us your last 3 clinic visits, and send us your images. And then your appointment will be ready in 4 to 6 weeks. I was told it was a year visit to get out there, and that's why I've been so hesitant, because I'm like, it's going to be forever to get out there. No, it's only a 4 to 6 week wait to see the world-renowned Dr. Scott Newsom out at Johns Hopkins in the only stiff person syndrome clinic. Wow, there's some false information out there, so just letting you know. Yeah. So anyway, just finishing putting my information in to get one of those spots. Then it came down to how am I going to get there. All of a sudden, while I was waiting on that phone call, while they put me on hold, I googled air ambulance and boom, there it was. Called up the air ambulance, had a good chat with that person, find out, left a message with them, and they called me back. Sure enough, they take my insurance. Oh my gosh. But that means my insurance has to accept it. That's the thing. Appealing, denying, that's the trick. How bad was my stiff attack, though? Here's the thing. How bad was it? My stiff attack was so bad that it dislocated my good shoulder. My right shoulder is my bad shoulder. Pull party tricks, just slides out. It's all loosey-goosey. It's like Gumby. It just sort of just hangs there by its attachments. Left shoulder, on the other hand, was the good shoulder. It could do whatever it wanted, didn't have any problems, didn't have any pain. It is now the worst shoulder, the bad one. During the stiff attack, when I reached over, or right before the stiff attack, I reached over to plug something in, and it just, how do I make the sound? Here we go. There we go. Yeah, did that. Out of its socket, and it dislocated. Just went right out. And sure enough, I look over and it's just hanging there over the couch. I'm on this side of the couch, my arm's on that side of the couch, and it's just hanging out by itself, doing its own thing on that side. I'm on this side. So I reach my arm around, start pulling on it, realizing I have to push it in. I have to get it back in. As zebras do. We suffer. So I put the arm back in. Sort of. I get there. I start feeling that pressure of it wants to go back in, but I just can't just get it there. So there's this bone on bone, oh, and I feel this bone on bone. I pass out from the pain. So I pass out, wake up, and I'm confused. Don't know where I am. Don't know who I am. My PCA had to tell me who I was, who she was, where I was, what I was doing. Woke up, called my mom, told her I want to call 911. At this point, this was my 9th stiff attack since 9 a.m. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm going through my nasal spray very quickly. Very, very quickly. It is so bad. So bad. So painful. And, finally the pain meds kick in, and I fall asleep. I wake up and I'm confused. Don't know where I am. Don't know what's happened. My PCA is trying to explain it, and I don't understand. I don't have words. Can't find my words. It's just weird. I haven't hit my head. I think the meds were playing with my head on top of just the strain on my body, top of dysautonomia. It was just so much. My body just couldn't. My body was so strained. And I think neurologically, I was done. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Then I slept for a long time. Woke up, stiff attack. For the next 24 hours, I could not move without a stiff attack. I had to lay completely flat. Tried to get to the bathroom, could not. So I had to scoot to the side of the bed and put my bum over the edge of my commode just to try to go to the bathroom. But honestly, I had to lay for 36 hours flat, just still as could be. Just reaching around like this. Every time I moved, my body would go into a stiff attack. So it's been about 2 weeks of just really bad stiff attacks, but that's how it all started, was one big flare. Since then, with stiff stiff person syndrome, 80% have seropositive and are seronegative, and 20% are seronegative. Now, I have been seronegative, but in flares, sometimes people pop up positive. We checked my GAD, and sadly, it is negative. When you go to Johns Hopkins, they do a spinal tap, a lumbar puncture, and some people that are seronegative pop up positive. Even if you are seronegative, you can still have stiff person syndrome based on history, diagnostic criteria. They can also do an EMG. If they do the EMG wrong and you are still on certain medications, it can come back as a false negative. That's what happened, I believe, to me. I didn't get off my medication long enough. But I matched the diagnostic criteria, I matched the history, the pain, and all of the areas, the history, whatever. I have all of like the, yeah. It's hard being seronegative. If I find something else that looks anything else like it, I would say, hey, maybe it looks like this. I have found nothing else that looks like it. So we're going to the top for that reason. But it's very difficult fighting this. It's a beast. It's a beast, it's a beast, it's a beast. It's also scary. It's, Mom and I keep having the same conversation over and over. What if we get there and they just tell us it's all in our head? What if we put all this time and effort and money to get out there and they're like, nope, it's all in your head? Like, how could this all be in my head? It's like I've proved the doctors all the way along here that it's not in my head. Because these doctors have gaslit me and my mom so much. It's such a scary thing now to go to these doctors and be vulnerable when we're fighting so hard. I validate your feelings in going to these doctors, but then having to travel across the country, spend so much money that you don't have, in hopes to get a diagnosis that will finally get you the treatment you need, and to be told nope, that's a scary leap of faith right there. But I need answers because it's getting worse. Like, what else am I supposed to do? You know? What else am I supposed to do? So we did some labs, and my chloride's a little high, sodium's a little high, but I haven't been able to eat. For the past 3 weeks, I'm barely eating. It's like a little bit of baby food in the morning, a little bit of mashed potatoes, like a couple bites, and then a small cup of ice cream at nighttime. You know how hard it is to try to eat when you're spasming like that all day? You know how hard it is? And I'm getting dizzy and whatnot, and I think dysautonomia is playing up, so we're going to try a saline infusion, and for 3 days they're going to come in home and do the saline infusion, and if it works out, my doctor's going to do a PICC line, and we're going to do a permanent saline infusion. So I hope, maybe the saline will help some symptoms here calm down. We don't know. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But if it works, great. We'll have something for symptom relief then. So maybe that will be the trick. But they will be coming in home probably next week to set that up. So yeah, I hope everybody is doing good. I think that is everything. It's been a bit bonkers. That's a huge update. I think that's everything. Yeah. I'm tired, so I'm gonna go lay down. I love you all. Thank you all for your support. If you're from TikTok, I love your support as well. I love your YouTube support. If you're from YouTube, thank you for coming from Facebook. I love all your support from wherever you are. Keep fighting. I validate your feelings. Peace, love, and Cookie Monster, you all. Bye.